Welcome, y'all, to Melanated Mindfulness Tarot. For those of y'all who do not know who I am, my name is Shani, and I am super excited to be back on YouTube finally. I done been all up in my headspace trying to decide like how I'm gonna do it, or when I'm supposed to do it, or what I'm supposed to do on it, and I am intentionally creating a space, right, for us to be able to connect, heal, and build individually and collectively. On this channel, you can expect to see collective messages. I will implement some zodiac messages and also probably some elemental messages over time, okay? We about to be family. So go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications because you're not going to want to miss the game, the gems that are going to be dropped when it comes to being a part of this channel. Okay, so first today we're going to go ahead and start with a collective message. And again, ain't no telling when those other messages is gonna drop, so make sure that you subscribe to the channel. All right, Spirit, can you please give us the information that we need? Can you please give us the card so that we'll be able to receive the message with an open mind and an open heart? We thank you for all that you do for us, individually and collectively. I do have other platforms, so if you guys are interested in following me on any other platforms, you will be able to find that information in the description box. I do offer personal readings as well, coaching, mentoring, venting sessions, and things of that nature. We do have one card out already. It just be given. It's given whatever it needs to give right now. So far, we start with the Ace of Swords in reverse, and then we have the Eight of Cups, and then we have the Princess of Swords. And I have a clarification deck that's sitting right here next to me, so if we don't get any more cards out of this deck, then we'll use the clarifying to go any deeper than we need to go. But I honestly don't think that that's going to be necessary. I don't. The Fortune card is in reverse. We got the Three of Cups. Spirit, can we get one more card? Spirit, can we get one more card? Look, whatever that is that flew over there is the card they want us to get. A lot of them did drop, but one of them flew over there, so that's the one that we gonna take because that's the one that we asked for. And it's the Eight of Wands. So again, we have the Eight of Swords in reverse. We have the Eight of Cups, the Princess of Swords. We have the Fortune card in reverse, the Three of Cups, and the Eight of Wands. And I know y'all like, okay, you telling us all the cards, but what do that mean? Give me a moment. I'm gonna get into it right now, okay? With this Eight of Swords in reverse, right? It's your way of thinking, right? Say for instance, you be having the right thoughts about doing what it is that you need to do, and then you allow like your fears or your insecurities or your worries to come in and stop you from doing whatever it is that you know that you need to do. And I'm saying that you know you need to do it because it's right there on the forefront of your mind, right? It be right there. Like here, I'm the thought that you need to take, and you don't take it. So that's something that you need to detach from. Like the worries, the fears, the insecurities, the overthinking that you be having going on. It's unnecessary. It's unnecessary. And with the Princess of Swords coming up, I get it. What this is telling us, right, is that there is ways of thinking that you hold on to. Like you're trying to protect these ways of thinking. You know they're not working for you. You can see that they're destructive, right? They're already falling apart, and then here you go, like, nah, like this is what it is. I need to hold on to these thoughts. Like, if it's not working for you, boo, it's not working for you. Like, what's that saying? You can keep on trying to do something different, or like, how can I explain it? You're doing the same things over and over again, expecting a different result. And it's like, well, I'm showing you that I'm not working for you, so why not try something different, right? This is that fortune card of good fortune, right? Stop trying to do the same things over and over again and just Go from one side of the spectrum to the other, right? You know how they'll tell you, you don't want to do a complete 360. You don't want to do a full circle because then you're going to end up back where you started from. Just go halfway. Just switch to the other side. Like, just flip to the other side. And then you'll start recognizing the abundance that's already around you. It's already there. It's been there, right? It's just that you have to tap into it. You have to align yourself with it. So put yourself in a position to start having new conversations, to start doing new things. Unlearning and relearning is some real tough stuff, okay? Because you've been conditioned to think the way you think, to operate the way that you operate for so long, and it's like, well, this is all I know. What else am I supposed to do? This is why you have to come in and figure it out. This is why you have to come in and figure it out. Like, what works for everybody else, baby, ain't gonna work for you. And then it's crazy because some of us be trying to hold on to the very things that we watch other people go through and it didn't work for them, if that makes sense, right? So it's like, people teach you how to move how they move, but when you look at their situation, you be like, that's not really working for them. But then here you go trying to operate in that same space and do the same things that they're doing better. But maybe that's just not the thing to do. Like, accept it for what it is. If it's not working for you, it's not working for you, right? And then that overthinking aspect. The overthinking comes in because it's like, what if I do something different? Who's gonna judge me? Are they going to accept me? This is not normal, right? Like, the stuff that people be doing don't be normal. It be super dysfunctional. And we be normalizing dysfunction when we know, once again, that it does not work for us in any way, shape, or form. We just try to do the same things better than we did them before, when it's like, maybe that same thing that you're trying to be better at is not what it is. And it's okay. Like, find your own way. Find which way works for you. I done had to do it many times. As uncomfortable as it may have seemed initially, it felt a whole lot better when I started to find the ways that was actually working for me. Okay? Again, I am going into this clarification deck. There's a couple of things that I want to clarify. That Eight of Swords being in reverse, I don't necessarily think I need to clarify it, but I will. That Eight of Cups is something that I definitely want to clarify, because these emotional attachments, right? I want to get clear on what emotional attachments some of us are holding on to. The first card that comes out of the clarification while I'm clarifying the Eight of Swords in reverse is the Ten of Cups. So, again, you can overthink like all day on how to create a better space for yourself, how to actually tap into your emotional fulfillment. But the thoughts is not going to bring the action that you need to put in, right? How can I say that? Because just because you're thinking about it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to happen. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm saying. Just because you're thinking about it doesn't mean that it's going to happen. Once you see it in your mind's eye, what it is that you're trying to create, you still have to come in and put in the work. And that's where the discomfort may come in, because again, it may be something that you're not used to, something that you think you're not supposed to do, but that will be the very thing that leads you into the space that you're trying to get in. Spirit, can you have cards to clarify this Eight of Swords? Oh yeah. Listen, I can't make this up. Like, I can't make this up. You got the Ten of Cups, you got the Nine of Swords in reverse, the Universe card, and then the Fool. Once again, it's your responsibility to get you into that place or that space or that position that you're trying to be in. So all of the external factors that you're paying attention to, pay more attention to yourself. Like, start doing what you need to do to put life into you, right? Start figuring out, like, what actually puts life into me. What do I like to do? What is it that I want to experience? Regardless of what other people think I'm supposed to be doing, what actually fills my cup? Because you can't pour from anything empty, right? Once you start putting life back into yourself, once you start pouring into yourself, then you will start seeing things from a more high vibrational place, right? A more high vibrational space. I always say this, and y'all gonna hear me say this time and time again, because sometimes people need to hear it time and time again. The things that you desire to have in life, they vibrate on a high vibrational frequency, right? They a couple levels up. And what I mean when I say that is, if you think about the things that you're trying to create in your life, they don't make you feel low vibrational. When you have the life that you want to be living, right? When you start creating that life, it's gonna make you feel happy, peaceful, stable, like free, right? It's gonna make you feel all the things that make you feel good. So when you are vibrating down here where there's worry, fear, lack, depression, anger, and all that extra shit, the things that you actually want to bring, like have in your life, they're not vibrating on this level. They way up here. So I'm gonna need you to raise your vibration, because these things over here, they're not gonna lower their vibration to meet you where you're trying to have them to come in, if that makes sense, right? Be willing to take that leap of faith. And I'm saying that because the Fool card is here. Be willing to take that leap of faith. Be willing to try something new. Be willing to do what you feel is best for you, opposed to what other people have been expecting from you for however long. Like, I mean, ain't no other way for me to say it. How else am I supposed to say exactly what I just said? And if you have a different way, or if you need more clarity, leave me a comment. If you understand what I'm saying, leave me a comment like, oh, I get it. Like, I understand. Or whatever the case may be. Again, that was that Eight of Swords in reverse that we just clarified. Now we are going into the Eight of Cups, which is talking about some type of emotional detachment that needs to take place. Spirit, can you please give us a card that we need to clarify this Eight of Cups, please? I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm laughing because it's, I guess, obvious, right? Like, ain't no way y'all can hide. The cards don't lie. Let me just say, the cards don't lie. And if you came across this video, you know exactly what I'm saying. You know exactly where this is going. And again, this is stuff that you already know. But now that you hear me on YouTube just saying it, right? You're like, well, how she know? Because I know. Because I'm just as connected as you are. It's just that I've decided to stop allowing society's standards to dictate and determine how I move, right? I'm deciding to trust myself. Like, it's giving everything that it's supposed to be given, okay? We're going to clarify this Eight of Cups. Next, we might do the Fortune in reverse, and then the Three of Cups. Spirit, can we have the other cards to clarify this Eight of Cups, please? I love it. I love it. I love it. I do. Ooh. Y'all remember Kenan and Kel? Is y'all old enough to know about Kenan and Kel? If not, that's what used to be said. All right, we're going to take that one because that one came out. Spirit, is there anything else that we need out of this deck? Okay. So, to clarifying the Eight of Cups, okay? Clarifying the Eight of Cups, we have the Queen of Cups, the Prince of Disc, and the Moon in reverse. Let me just tell you that your emotions are always valid, okay? Your emotions are always valid. Stop feeling like you have to hide behind your emotions. Stop feeling like you have to hide behind your truth, because the things that you feel, right, to me, when I'm feeling emotions, or when people are feeling emotions, they are clear indicators of whether or not you are in alignment with your truth, okay? And I'm going to show you what this card looks like, okay? There is like this energy back there, and it's like it's a feminine energy, and don't get it twisted, because we all have masculine and feminine energy, so it's not male or female, right? It's just this part of you, this side of you, and you're hiding behind your emotions, okay? I need you not to hide behind your emotions. The way that you express them can be one thing, and you don't want to, I guess, like, be overly dramatic when it's unnecessary, sort of kind of speak. But hiding behind your emotions or suppressing your emotions, it's not healthy for you. So if there is something that you feel like you need to get out or you need to express, find the best way for you to express it, which leads into the Prince of Disc. The Prince of Disc is like, okay, make sure you're learning lessons as you move forward, right? Because if you've been suppressing your emotions and you always find yourself in a position to suppress your emotions, and again, you know it's not working for you, so you want to be picking up those lessons. Like, okay, the last time when I suppressed my emotions, it didn't do nothing for me, and the situation kept on happening over and over again. You understand where I'm coming from? Be willing to express yourself. With the moon in reverse, it's like you're not seeing things for what they truly are, right? And again, we're conditioned to think that way. So if we expressed ourselves, a time before and it didn't work out for the other person, or they flipped out, or they bounced off the walls, now you probably in a position where you like, no, I don't even want to move like that because the last time this is what happened, right? You got to learn how to deal with stuff like that. Sometimes you can be dealing with an individual and they gonna flip off the walls and bounce off the walls and start hooping and hollering because they know you're going to shut down, right? Don't allow that type of energy to keep you from, again, expressing yourself, speaking your truth. Throat chakra all blocked and effed up because you're not wanting to express yourself. And it doesn't always have to be verbally, right? The way you walk, the way you talk, the way you dress, like all of those things are expressions of yourself. Be okay with operating in your truth and being authentically you. It's not up to you to make sure that you can fit into somebody else's box that they created for you to fit in, right? It's 8 billion something people in the world. If you came across each and every one of us in this world trying to be who we expect you to be or who we want you to be, that's going to be a sure way for you to get disconnected from yourself, right? I had to learn that the hard way. So it was more so of me being willing to be who I am and allow those people who want to be in that space to be in that space. I'm not about to try to be who everybody else wants me to be when I can only be me. Everybody else is taken. So if I can't fit into your life in some way, shape, or form to where we can coexist with one another in a healthy way, I'm just not going to associate myself with that energy. I have that right. I have that choice, and you do as well. Don't ever forget it, okay? Do not ever forget that. That is message. Okay, message. You are you. Be okay with being who you are. And the detachments, right? The attachments that we have to people, we have to be okay with sometimes, like letting those go. Like breaking those attachments that we have with certain people based on the titles or the length of time that they have been in our life. Because again, it's not always healthy. And sometimes those be the very things that we hold on to that we allow to hinder us from getting into those spaces that we know we want to operate in. So just keep that in mind, please, and thank you. I ain't even see this first card yet, but the second one is there. Is there anything else? Can you give us another card to clarify this Wheel of Fortune in reverse? I'm just trying to tell y'all something good. Look, what they say, I tell you a joke, but I never tell you a lie. It's okay. So clarifying the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, you get the Three of Swords, the Lovers, and then the Two of Swords, right? The Three of Swords is pretty much letting me know that it's the way that you think about things, right? The way that you process information in your own mind is pretty much what hurts your feelings, like what makes you feel some kind of way. You have to get yourself into a position to where you pretty much accept yourself for who you are, past, present, and future, right? There is some type of a thought that you are holding on to that's allowing you not to be able to see yourself for who you truly are, like how divine you truly are, who God really created you to be. God, source, energy, higher power, whatever you identify that energy as, right? That end all be all energy. And it's almost like there's some type of confusion there. Like, who am I supposed to be? Or what am I supposed to be doing? Or how am I supposed to be thinking? There's pros and cons to everything. And this is where you come in. You have to dictate and determine what works best for you, not what other people are expecting of you. And I don't care what kind of title you hold. boyfriend, girlfriend, mamas, daddies, sons, daughters, whatever. Those are just titles. You still have to be you, and you still have to learn to be okay with you, the light and the dark. Like, it's about it's a balance, right? It's like you perfect in your own way, but you can't be as perfect as everybody else see you being, right? Sometimes people will project their energy or project a certain energy onto you that they're not even capable of operating in or, living up to. So don't be so, they saying delusional. I was gonna say disconnected or out of touch or something, right? Like, just be honest with yourself. At the end and the beginning of every day, or at the beginning and the end of every day, just decide to be who you want to be, please. Like, I almost feel like I'm begging because I could have sworn I just said please a couple minutes ago. Okay? I'm just saying. And let us clarify the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is talking about abundance, right? Like, being able to see the abundance that's already around you. So we got 2 cards already, and there's the third one. We're just seeing if we got anything extra coming out. This was the last card that we was clarifying. So the Empress came out in reverse. The Prince of Cups came out in reverse. And then you have the Seven of Swords. Again, it's the same energy. It's a similar energy. It's telling me the same thing. That you're not operating in your power. You're not operating in your truth. You're not really sitting on your throne, right? That's that Empress energy in reverse. And again, it can be male or female because we all have masculine and feminine aspects or, parts to us. So being able to operate on your throne, right? And not running from what it is that you feel. Again, because somebody else done told you, like, why you always feeling some type of way, or men ain't supposed to cry, or whatever that energy be, you know what I'm saying, that makes you feel like I can't really be who I am because I have to hold up this image, or I can't peel back the layers to myself emotionally because this is what's expected of me, and if I show this, then I'm showing weakness, and it don't even really be that way. Like, ain't no other way for me to say that. It don't even really be that way. People think that showing emotion is weak. I think the opposite. Because if you're able to show emotion and be vulnerable or be open, that's a strength. Like, that is power. And everybody don't know how to operate in that power. You got to choose to. And it's available. It's not on you, it's in you. And it's not that you're lost or anything. It's that you have to tap back into who you truly are, regardless of how the world may see you or how other people may view you. It's not your business. When people start looking at you through a certain lens, that's showing you who they are and how they operate or how they think or how they feel. You understand where I'm coming from? You just really got to get in tune with yourself. And this is the card why I chuckle, because it's the Seven of Swords. And this is why I say it's showing me a similar energy. It's like, this is your mom's side of the family. This is your dad's side of the family. And they both contribute to how you think. But at the end or the beginning of it or the end of the day, you, like, this thought, right? Your thought is the thought that really matters. Like, yeah, you got people in your ears. You got people, like, trying to contribute and tell you what you're supposed to be doing. And you can listen, right? And you take what you need, even from this video, right? You'll take what you need and put it in place of your life, like, where you feel like it needs to go, sort of, kind of speak. So again, with that last card, and we didn't clarify this one, start having different conversations with people. Start putting yourself in different rooms. Start, like, making the moves that you know that you need to make in order for you to start creating that reality that you want to experience. It's there. It's waiting on you to open yourself up to being able to receive whatever it is that needs to be received. Underneath it all, and this is going to be our last card, is the Five of Swords. Sorry, the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands, and this is talking about internal conflict, right? So no matter how much you try to make it seem like, or you try to make yourself believe that it's because of these things that's happening outside of you, it's all in here. Like, it all starts and ends inside of you, okay? Stop fighting with yourself. Like, stop fighting with yourself. That's That's pretty much it, right? That is pretty much it. I could feel this energy. So, man, and it's dope. People be wondering if readings be bad or if they be good. I always think that they're beneficial. I always think that they're on a good side because it's opening your mind up. It's opening you up, right? Touching you in the places or the spaces that you need to be touched in. Like really tapping into your subconscious mind and bringing it to the forefront so that you can do whatever is necessary for you to be able to move forward. Again, if y'all want to follow me on any of the other platforms, I will link that information down in the description box. Make sure that y'all like this video. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel. Turn on your notifications because we got some healing to do. We already connected now. Like, we already family now. We got some healing to do. We got some building to do. And until next time, y'all enjoy yourself.